my name is Nurin Adriana ROSLI, and this is my friend
NURUL FAZLINA binti RAHIM.
And today we will talk and discuss about child grooming. Stay tuned. Okay, hi Julie. Can I talk to you about something?
Yes, what's on your mind, Yin?
I was reading about child grooming recently, and it is so horrifying. I feel like it is not being taught enough, even though this is a big issue.
I understand what you mean. Grooming is such a deliberate and manipulative process. Like, a lot of people can't even recognize it until it's happening.
Exactly. It is scary how predators can gain trust so easily, especially online. Even kids and teens these days are so vulnerable.
This is why I think education is important for both kids and parents. Like, we can teach the kids how to recognize the warning signs, like someone who's overly friendly, giving them presents, and also ask them to keep secrets.
I see. Now that we are talking about it, how would you actually define child grooming? Because I feel like I need a clear definition of it. Will help me to explain it to the others.
Based on what I learned, I think child grooming is basically when someone builds relationship, trust, and connection with the kids just to manipulate, exploit, and abuse them. It can happen over the time and may seem harmful at first, which make it more dangerous.
So it is not always obvious.
Exactly. Groomers is always good at hiding their intention. They might start by giving the child special attention or gifts, or maybe pretending to be their friends or mentor. Over the time, they will push the boundaries just to normalize the inappropriate behavior. It is so terrifying and also can occur in online too.
It's real. During online, it can happen even faster because predators can pretend to be anyone, such as pretend to be a kid, someone who share the same interests, or someone can understand them better. They use that to create trust for them to asking the kids their personal details or pictures. By the way, have you heard about the recent news about the married teachers and 17 years old student having intimate relationship at the school?
Yeah, I've heard about that. I think it's very inappropriate.
Yes, I think so. You know, the more I think about it, the more I realize how important it is for everyone to understand and actively work to prevent child grooming.
Exactly. It's one of those things where awareness can literally save lives. Like, if more people understand what child grooming is and how it can happen, we can stop lots of abuse before it starts.
Totally. I feel like it's not just about knowing the science, but understand why it's such a big issue. Like how it affects the kids long term.
That's such a good point. Child grooming doesn't just leave immediate harm. It also leaves lasting emotional scars to the child. Like, children who have been groomed, they often struggle with trust, self-esteem, and sense of safety. Not to mention, their families and also the community suffer too. Can you imagine how the parents heartbreak when they realize the person they trust was grooming their child?
That's why I think prevention is so important. When we educate kids, parents, or communities, we are not just protecting one child, but we are also creating an environment where predators have fewer opportunities to manipulate anyone. You know, Julie, I am so worried to think about what will happen if grooming become even more widespread. the impacts on kids will be so devastating.
It really would. It could affect so many kids' lives in ways that last forever. For instance, they are trusting people. Like, the kids who are groomed might struggle to trust anyone, even the people who are genuinely care about them.
Yes, and there's the mental health side too. Anxiety, depression, PTSD. It is so heartbreaking to think about kids carrying that kind of pain.
Exactly. Lots of kids blame themselves about what happened, but it's never their fault. To mention how it could affect their education. If a child is dealing with that kind of trauma, it will be hard for them to focus in the class or even feel safe there.
True, and as they grow up, it could affect their ability to form a healthy relationship. Their betrayal leaves a mark. And when grooming is widespread, it doesn't just hurt the individual kids, but it affects the entire communities. It creates a cycle of fear and mistrust also. So, what do you think are the best ways to prevent child grooming?
I think the most important thing is education for kids, parents, and communities. When people understand what grooming is and how it works, they are better equipped to spot the signs and take actions.
Yeah, that makes sense. For kids, it's probably about just teaching them to recognize inappropriate behavior. Kids actually should know about boundaries, the importance of saying no, and they should never keep secret from the adults if it makes them uncomfortable. They also need to know it's okay to speak up.
Yeah, I agree with you. On the other hand, parents should stay involved in their kids' life without being overbearing. That means they should know who their friends are, monitoring their online activity, and also create an environment where the kids feel comfortable to share about anything.
Yes, that's important. Open communication can make such a big difference. I also think school also can play a big role. Educating kids about personal safety and online dangers through workshop or programs could be really effective. Julie, do you think any future events or legal steps are being taken to stop child grooming?
There are definitely movements for pushing a stronger law and better protection. Government in many places are all working to updating the legislation to address the child grooming. In some countries, they are also even making the grooming as such a specific criminal offense. For your information, there's a lot of organization that provides the assistance if child grooming occurs.
Oh yes, I know about it.
Yeah.
The hotline called as Talian Kasih, am I right?
Talian Kasih,
Yes,
yeah.
people of all ages can access it because the hotline is very user friendly. Furthermore, the hotline is just not only help with the child grooming, but they also help those who are in consultation, abuse cases, and
Abandoned child, right?
oh my god, yes,
And so
Right,
on.
yes,
They help with so many cases.
yeah, and so helpful. Julie, this conversation has been such an eye-opener for me. Thanks for sharing all this, Julie.
Anytime, Yin, I think this issue is very important to talk to.
Yeah, I've also feel so motivated from what I learned and do what I can.
Yeah, I hope we will keep looking out for each other and spread awareness more about this.
Definitely. Thanks again, Julie. See you soon.
Talk soon, Yin.
Bye.
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 That's all from us.
People who frighten and threaten you are not your friends. And if any of this feels like you, even if just in the back of your mind you think it might be you, then tell someone. Tell your mum. Tell your dad. Tell a friend. Tell a teacher. A police officer. A social worker. A youth worker. The lady who works in the shop. Tell anyone you can trust. But reach out for that help and that care. Things can change for you. Look for the person who can open the door. Whether it's happening to you or you're worried something like this is happening to someone you know. Support is available. Help is available. You are worth more than you think, and there are people who care about you.